everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Turnips to Tangerines, and today we are going to be making some Funfetti cupcakes, and we're going to be using the Funfetti mix by Pillsbury, the new Oreo flavored, or it has Oreo cookie pieces in it. It's a chocolate premier cake mix with Oreo cookie pieces, and that's what it says on the front there. But what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of a twist to it. Since St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner, I am going to be adding 3 tablespoons to the batter, 3 tablespoons of Ryan's liqueur, Irish style cream liqueur. I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with this. I know I've drank this quite a bit. I used to love this. My sister and I used to share bottles of this over the holidays many years ago. For when I make recipes, that sometimes I like to add a little alcohol to. I don't do it often, but when I do, your best bet is to buy these little bottles. They're like $1.09 or $1.29. I think I paid for these. And I have another one too that I'm going to be using because we're also going to be filling the cupcakes with the cream filling. And I'm going to add a little bit of, it's called Tippy Cow Shamrock Mint to the filling and also to the frosting. But if you want to add, it's a little tip, I guess it's a little recipe tip if you want to add any kind of alcohol or cream liqueur or anything like that to your cake mixes or your desserts, your frostings, or your filling. Instead of going out and buying a bottle that's, you know, $10 and up, just buy one of these little bitty ones. I mean, you know, you might feel silly at the checkout, but just say it's for a recipe. That's what I do. And they just go, oh, well, that's a good idea. And I'm going to, this is called, this brand is Ryan's. I'm sure you've seen it. There's, of course, Bailey's Irish Cream that everybody knows about. There's a brand called O'Malley's or O'Mara's or something like that. So there are several brands on the market, so you can kind of take your pick. And if you do want to buy a big bottle and, you know, you take out the 3 tablespoons and drink the rest, go for it. The other kind I'll be using, though, is Wisconsin made, and it's a Wisconsin brand. It's called Tippy Cow. I've worn shirts that have said Tippy Cow on it. And the little, the cow on the side of the label is upside down. And this is Wisconsin brand, but I'll get into that a little bit more as I use this for the cream filling and the frosting. So, that being said, let's get started here. Since I am using the 3 tablespoons of the Irish cream liqueur, I took out 3 tablespoons out of my cup of water that I was going to be using to make the cake with. So I just, you know, poured the water in there and took out the 3 tablespoons. So let's get started here. Here's my bowl, and we're going to move this out of the way. And I have a little thing here. We're going to move you there so I can reach my ingredients easier. I'm going to put my bowl here, and hopefully everybody can see. I've been trying to do a better job with that, but you know, sometimes you just can't. So that's all I can say. Oh boy, there go the dogs. First of all, we are going to open up our box of Pillsbury Oreo Funfetti cake mix. We're just going to follow the directions on the box. We're just making cupcakes. Open the bag up, and we are going to put the bag in here. It's nice and chocolatey looking. Into your bag in the bowl. And then we are going to add our, what is that? A cup of water minus 3 tablespoons. So that's what's in here. It's a cup of water minus the 3 tablespoons I took out. Going to add that, and then we're going to add our 1/2 cup of oil, and this is just, you know, your vegetable oil. You can use canola oil or, you know, any of those. And then we are going to add our 3 tablespoons of our Ryan's Irish cream. I'm going to add that. Ooh, it smells good already. And I'm just going to mix this quickly around. Just to get it going a tiny, tiny bit there. There. And then I'm going to add my 3 eggs. We got 1. Whoa. There. 2. Well, that one's cracked good. 2. Oop, I don't want the shell. Let me grab my paper towel. 2. And we have 3. And for some reason I don't have my 12 cup size or my 24 cup size of muffin tin. Must be at my daughter's house. So I'm going to be making 12 at a time. So here we go. Nice and chocolatey looking. Ooh, yummy. It smells good too. Got a little bit of mint flavoring in there from the to scrape down my sides and take that shell off of there. What the heck? I'm going to scrape the sides down here real well. There we go. The nice thing about using a package of cake mix is it's really difficult to screw them up in any way, in any form. You know, it's impossible almost, I think. And for me anyway, I think it's almost impossible. But I suppose it can be done. I'm just going to taste this real quick. Ooh, tastes like a minty, light mint Oreo cookie. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of once around here. There is actually bits of cookie in here. I thought those were from the batter, or from the dry batter, or the dry... Okay, now we waited a couple hours. The cupcakes are nice and cold, so they're perfect for the filling we're going to be making. And that is, in the bowl we have 2 cups of powdered sugar or confectioner sugar. And then we have a 1/4 cup of Crisco. We're going to add here. And get that in there. 1/4 cup of Crisco. And then we have 3 tablespoons of butter. Okay. Yeah, and instead of using milk, we are going to be using Tippy Cow. Tippy Cow is made in Wisconsin. It's a liqueur, or, well, no, I can't really say that. It's a rum. Let me see, I'll show you the bottle here. And I can tell you, this is called Shamrock Mint, and it is absolutely delicious. If you like Bailey's Irish Cream or anything like that, you are gonna love this. This tastes like a mint chocolate chip shamrock shake from McDonald's. or a mint shake from McDonald's that they only have out in, you know, once a month, or in the month of March, I think it is. And you could easily make yourself a little adult beverage with that and make your own shake at home. This stuff is really, really, really good. I've had several of the other flavors. There's an orange that tastes just like an orange creamsicle. I've had a caramely flavored one. I mean, this stuff is delicious. What it is exactly is a rum cream, and it's called Tippy Cow. It's got the little cow here upside down, which I think is really cute. A lot of times you're going to see this in the liquor aisle, liquor department, whatever. And it also comes like in an old-fashioned looking milk carton or milk bottle from years ago. I mean, the marketing on the Tippy Cow is really good. I thought so anyhow. And I know at Christmas time they had, I think it was a peppermint crunch or something, peppermint something, but it was that, I didn't buy that, but that looked really good. And this is rum with real dairy cream, and then the natural and artificial flavors and colors and caramel color. So that's what it is. So this is what the little bottle looks like. It's called Tippy Cow, and it's excellent. I mean, I love it. It was really, really, really good. I mean, I used the Ryan's Irish cream for the inside of the cupcakes, but this stuff is really, really good. And it's got, here's the color. It's got a really nice green color to it. You probably can't really tell from here, but it's a really nice green, you know, green minty looking color. And oh, I wish you could smell it. Oh, it just smells, like I said, it smells just like Shamrock shake. I mean, oh, it's good. So, instead of adding the milk, which you can add the milk, and I got a little bit left, so I think I'm going to use that for the frosting. So, it is 2 tablespoons of water, or milk, excuse me. You could even use cream, you know, heavy cream, or if you really wanted to and you were desperate, you could probably even use your coffee creamer. I've done that before. So, but this is the Tippy Cow, 2 tablespoons. Ooh, that looks good. Take a little lick here. Oh, God, that's good. Ooh, that is good. And I don't drink much anymore, if ever. And that's good. That may, you know, that may make me get off the way again. And we have, it says 8 drops of green food coloring. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll just do that. I'm not sure if I'm going to add any to my frosting, but I might. And the frosting is also going to be a cream cheese. Wow! Cream cheese frosting. Green coloring all over everything. Isn't that the way it goes when you use coloring? Any kind of coloring like that, you end up getting it all over the place. It never fails. At least I do anyway. You know? Don't wear anything you like when you're... Boy, oh boy, what a mess. Oh well, that's the way life goes sometimes. Now, I'm going to start all here real slow. Oh, we're going to have powdered sugar, like I said, everywhere. And it looks like we're going to anyhow. I'm going to have to add some more Tippy Cow in here. Like I said, you kind of got to get it in there halfway decent, I think. We will see how this works. Yeah. Oh, and then of course your hands get all full of it, but that's okay. And then we're just gonna, well, I'll put a little bit more in. It's not a lot of filling. It's not like, you know, we're gonna be filling everything, you know, like, and it's not like a liquid filling, like cherry filling or something like that. So, hopefully this will go, whoa, smoothly. If it doesn't, well, oh well, I tried, right? At least you can say you tried. I already have a feeling this might be a little dangerous right here. Yeah. Okay, now what you do is you take your sides and you just start rolling them up. There we go. push it down like that. Whoa. I don't want any of that on the outside, because that makes I don't want anything that's going to stick to your fingers and all that other stuff. And that looks pretty good, actually, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I don't even get it out of the bag, or this far. A lot of times I don't even get that far, so I'm doing okay, I guess. So what I'm going to do is put that there, and that is done. And I might just scoot you back a tiny bit here, so you can kind of get a glimpse of what I'm doing here. So this is the filling in the bag. And I do have a little bit left here, but like I said, I'm not gonna, well, I guess I could try here. There's just a little bit left here, I guess. I hate to fool around when I've actually got it in there okay. You know what I'm saying? But here, there we go. Get in there. There we go. That should be good. All right. And then what we're going to do is we have all of our cupcakes right here. And we're going to take scissors. I have a little scissors here. I'm going to move this over here more for lighting purposes. There. And I'm going to take my little baby scissors. This stuff is so really nice and sharp. And we'll do that. I'm just going to cut a little tiny bit of slit here at the bottom, just so I can take my little thing here. What is this? My little whatever it's called. And I'm going to just now, like I said, oh gosh, please help me. You know, there, see? And you just stick it in there and you squeeze. Oh, that's easier said than done. Let me squeeze. And you usually can tell when they're filled up because they will puff up. The top will puff up. So let's see. This might have to practice here on a couple. Yeah, here we go. Okay, well, that's a start. Keep on it going. Yeah. We'll try with this one. Okay, make a little hole in it. I was hoping it would be easier to do this. I don't know if there's a way you could put this, or, you know, if you could maybe, I don't know, maybe put your cupcake on here. Maybe that would work too, just to get it in there. You can't really tell if anything's in there or not. You know. It's not coming out real good. Okay. Let me try here one more time. Now we're going to make our cream cheese frosting. What I have here in the bowl, and I'm not even bothering to wash the little beaters off from our filling. I'm just going to use it all. I'm going to be using some more food coloring anyway, so I might as well just use the same beaters. In here I have 1 stick of butter that's at room temperature. I have 4 ounces of room temperature cream cheese, and I'm going to beat this together first because otherwise it's going to be a mess, I suppose. We're just going to get these creamed together very nicely here. There. Get that butter down in there. And like I said, I was going to use the remaining 2 2 tablespoons of Tippy Cow, but the Shamrock Mint Tippy Cow, which is excellent, mind you. No, I didn't drink it. I added the 2 more tablespoons extra to my filling because it just wasn't coming together real well. So what I'm going to do is get some milk here for that, and we'll use that instead. 2 tablespoons. I'll get out my little tablespoon here, and I'm going to add 2 cups of confectioner's sugar or powdered sugar, whichever you want to call it. It doesn't really matter, I guess. And this is 1 cup, or half a cup. This is my half a cup. I got to get a cup one thing. I lost it, or I don't know what happened to it. You know, it sounds strange, but, you know, you don't know my husband when he does dishes. So, a lot of times he will throw things out, so without thinking about it. Okay, there's another half a cup, and I think I'm going to just dump in this last bag here, and stay good to go. And then I don't have to open up my other bag there. Yeah. I guess if you wanted to flavor this, you could just add a little bit of vanilla extract to it. Or like I said, mint or something like that. You could do that also. This is a tablespoon. My hands are all green. And my band-aids are getting green too. Having problems with my splitting of my fingers again. I had that last year too at the same time. And I think I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of vanilla. Oh, jeez. Just a little splash here. I have some very naughty dogs right now that are running around. I'm just going to add a little capful of this vanilla just to give it some kind of flavor. Otherwise it's a little dull, I would think. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about if tints the frosting a different color or something. I'm going to be adding this anyway. I'm going to just squeeze in and just have a little bit of that left too. There. That should be fine. There. I don't always use a lot of food coloring, but every once in a while I do. So here we go. Let's see if this doesn't spray up all over the place. There we go. Ooh, this might be really green. That's okay. St. Patty's Day. There we go. Ah, that's green. That's more of a Christmas green. Oh. That's more of a holiday green, but that's fine. Like I said, sometimes I make stuff and it's not, the red turns into more like a pink, and so this time this will be green. Could always add more powdered sugar a little bit more, but I'm not going to, so no, I don't think so. We'll just make do with what we have here. There. Okay. Like I said, isn't that what it's kind of about sometimes? Making it your own. Okay, here we are. Let's get this going here so we can get our cupcakes done. There, how's that? How does that vary? Huh? Taking a look. Nice and creamy. There we go. There we go, Larry. Ooh, okay. That looks good. Nice and creamy and yummy. There. How's that? Very, very good. Now, another thing too was, since I was having, like I said, I'm not a decorator of cakes, cupcakes, or anything. I give those people so much credit when I see you know, the bakers, and they do all these fancy designs with this cake. I just could sit there and watch them, you know, work the pastry bake, because like I said, for some reason, the pastry bake and myself do not like each other. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and I have a funny feeling I might not ever know. I mean, I like to bake. I love to make cookies. I love that kind of thing. Or I love to make a dessert, and that's relatively simple. But when it comes to cake decorating and cake, cupcake decorating and all that other kind of thing, I'm not equipped for that. I don't know. That's just not for me. It's nice. It's a putsy work. I wished I liked it because, you know, it'd be nice to be able to make all these pretty designs and things like that, but that isn't me. I just don't even have the patience for it or whatever. I mean, I love to make a nice dessert and make a, you know, even a triple layered cake with frosting, or frosting and a nice topping of ganache on the top, and even filled. But when it comes to this sort of thing, you know, just don't give me a pastry bake, please. And you know, I would lose if I had to do a contest and that was part of it. I wouldn't even enter, because it wouldn't work out. So what I'm going to do here is now I'm just going to get ready here to frost these up, and I'm going to go get a knife, so I will be right back and I will get that done. It's pretty good to me, and there were chunks of the Oreo cookie in here also, so let me take a peek at this. Let's kind of, ooh, my hands are going to be green for days, but that's okay. This is what the inside of the cupcake looks like. A little bit of the cream filling in the bottom there. I had the wrong tip, otherwise I would have been able to fill those a little bit better. And right there, you can see a Oreo cookie crumb from there's quite a few pieces in there too. And there's another one over here and here. So I'll lay that one down there, and here's the other half of it. And like I said, these look very good, very yummy. So thanks for stopping by today. I hope you give these cupcakes a try. The Oreo cookie Funfetti mix was a win-win for me, and the mint flavor is always a win-win for me. So why don't you go out and buy yourself some Pillsbury Oreo cake mix, Funfetti cake mix. I lost my train of thought there for a minute. And fill them up with some cream filling that's made with a little bit of Shamrock mint tippy cow.